Okay, so it's now 8:35 in Wyoming. 8:35. Well, that's how you get Jake's life path number. All the digits in his date of birth add up to 35, and then 3 plus 5 is 8. 17th of February 1978. So 8:35. It reflects something to do with Jake. I was talking about in my last video about Hugo, the hurricane, and some other things. The bad one in 2019 is going to be Gabrielle. I was talking about Nathan Breeze and Jacob Wetling. Nathan Breeze equals 119. And he was a 13-year-old boy, and he lost his life on the 7th of February, 10 days before Jake's 31st birthday, reflecting Nathan's age, 13. Jacob equals 31. Black Saturday, 138 is the value of Black Saturday. Nathan Breeze, 119. Jake was 11. 30. Well, the last eruption of Steamboat Geyser was number 30, so the one that's coming is number 31, the value of Jacob, 31. The 31st major eruption of 2019 for the Steamboat Geyser in Wyoming, in the USA, on planet Earth. 24. Well, I say that because Jake and Nathan are no longer on planet Earth. They're no longer in this world. John Jake Chambers is The Boy in the Dark Tower by Stephen King. John Jake Chambers, 143. Nathan born on the 24th. 16 is the age of his mirror boy. Nathan has a mirror boy, and so does Jake. And somehow they both have the same mirror boy. Go figure. Like triplets or something. Spiritual triplets, I guess you'd say. There are identical twins in the world where Jake and Nathan are. Identical twins named Jayton and Demas. And speaking of identical twins, ooh, that's weird. I was saying Black Saturday is 138. I think it just changed to 137. I said Nathan died in that firestorm. Well, the place where he died is King Lake West. King Lake West is 137. This coming eruption of Steamboat Geyser is going to be at 137 Arizona time. Phoenix, Arizona. Nathan Breeze, King Lake West, 137. He lived at number 7 and he died on the 7th. But not at number 7. They fled next door to number 9. And 9 people died altogether. A terrible way to go. Firestorm. King Lake West is 137. The time in Phoenix, Arizona will be 137. I did the calculation based on the last eruption of Steamboat Geyser, 30th of the 7th, 2019, at 7:20 AM. And there's the result. Now that's Mountain Daylight Time. Wyoming time. So in Phoenix, Arizona, this will be 1:37. In Minnesota, it'll be 3:37. The mirror boy is the boy of 199 and 337. Those are his numbers. 149 is also his number. The last eruption of Steamboat Geyser, Angel 39. Pain is 40. Blaine is a pain, and that is the truth. Jake Chambers, The Dark Tower, Stephen King. Jackson. Is that where we are? Not really. Jackson. Jackson in Wyoming and Jacksonville in Florida. Gabrielle. Sounds like a nice name, but don't be fooled. Gabrielle and Michael, archangels. Gabriel is an archangel. The female is Gabrielle. The more deadly. If you're talking a spider, I see her as a black spider. Gabrielle. She's not what she sounds. She's deadly. Dangerous, destructive, killer, venomous, nasty, cruel, sadistic, evil. So you don't want to stay if she's coming at you. If she even looks like she might be coming at you, get out of the way while you can. Saint Joseph is where Jake's from. Saint Joseph equals 136. That's if you write Saint out in full. King Lake West is 137. Nathan Breeze, twins, 119. John Jake Chambers. Steamboat Geezer. 149. I was just saying. He's the boy of 149, 199, and 337. So 149, an hour and 49 minutes since the Old Faithful Geezer erupted in Wyoming. Samuel is the boy, the identical twin. I mentioned Jayton and Demas. Well, there are also identical twins in Red Rain by R.L. Stein. Samuel equals 71. It's now 7 hours and 2 minutes since Beehive last erupted. The angel is 72. Sadist, 72. 22, the most powerful number in numerology. Hurricane Hugo was on Friday, the 22nd of September, 1989. Jake Wetterling was kidnapped, abducted, and murdered a month later, on Sunday, the 22nd of October, 1989. 9 days before Halloween. 9 days before Halloween. This was the last eruption of Steamboat Geezer. It came at 7:20 in the morning. The Angel, 72. Sadist, 72. 30, 24, 18, 612. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. Cain is 23. Cain. Sadist, 72. I said there's a connection to a man. Man is 28. He's a man in a jail in Singapore. His name is Yiming Yuan. Former DJ. He felt the pain of the Category 5. Cain. Badly. Real badly. Horror pain. Whoa. 13 Nathan's age. 11 Jake's age. 2 twins. Samuel. Twin Samuel is 137. The same as King Lake West. It's going to be 137 in Phoenix, Arizona. Samuel is the brother of Daniel in Red Rain by R.L. Stein. A novel. Red Rain. Daniel and Samuel, 135. Daniel and Samuel. Samuel Delaney. Twin Samuel. I gave him a surname because they don't have a surname in the story. The story is set on an island off South Carolina, and then they moved to Long Island off New York. It's a story by R.L. Stein. I found it on Halloween, 2015. It was a Saturday. Nathan Breeze died on a Saturday. The boy from King Lake West. It's just north of Melbourne. Kinglake. So Nathan, Breeze and Wetterling, warning us about a monster. Nathan died in a monster firestorm. Horrifying, terrifying, fear that you cannot even begin to imagine. He says, I'd much rather a hurricane. But even so, hurricanes can be deadly too. Daniel and Samuel. The weird thing is Samuel has the gift of pyrokinesis in that story. Daniel's the evil twin. And Daniel is also the name of the guy who killed Jake, Wetterling. Danny Heinrich. Daniel James Heinrich. Twins of 12. They are 12-year-old twins in that story. 12-year-old identical twins. Melbourne and Hobart, both 12 degrees. Daniel and Samuel, 135. Samuel Delaney, 137. Twin Samuel, 137. Kinglake West, 137. And it was when I said Kinglake West equals 137 and 173 people died in that disaster, that's when the bee came and landed on my thumb. Melissa, the name Melissa means honeybee. So I wondered about Melissa, as I did 6 years ago, back in 2013. All the bad boys guessed Lorenzo in 2013. Not all of them. A lot of them did. The I name got retired in 2013. The I name is now Imelda. It was Ingrid back in 2013. Gabrielle is definitely going to be retired. And then some. She'll be scrubbed from the record books. Some would like to scrub her from the record books. She won't be, of course. She'll be there forever, like Michael. Her half-brother. So, Jake and Nathan are fully scared of this. Wary of this. Deadly, that's why, because it's deadly. They know about deadly things. The horror. They call what happened to them the horror. It's a bit of a horror story, actually, Red Rain. R.L. Stein's novel, in a way. But it's easy to read, because the twins are 12 years old. So how scary can they be? Well, depends. I guess. 135. Daniel and Samuel. So there's a lot in this. It's reflecting very strongly. 237 in Wyoming is 137 in Phoenix, Arizona. Nathan is a boy of the Phoenix. 237 in Wyoming is 337 in Minnesota. Jake is from Minnesota. His mirror boy is the boy of 337. It's his number. Bad boy, 49. 8 written out as a word equals 49. 5 bad boys. 5 bad boys who repent and make a prophecy. Unusual, but it's true. Lorenzo is the leader of the bad boys. He's going to dance with Melissa. That's what I'm thinking. These two will dance together. Lorenzo, a bad boy. A resilient bad boy. He repents, but he keeps going. He runs into some tough discipline, but he keeps going. He doesn't give up. Gabrielle is evil. Evil spider. Destroyer. Killer. Torturer. So don't stay there. Storm surge is the biggest killer. In a hurricane, it's the thing that kills most. Flooding and storm surge. 199 hours, 17 minutes. The Mirror Boy, he's turning 17. Jake was born on the 17th. He's the Mirror Boy of 199 and 337. That'll be the time. 237 in Wyoming is 337 in Minnesota. Just to be clear. Angelic equals 51. Demon equals 51. Jackson in Wyoming, very close to Steamboat Geyser. Jacksonville is a pretty big place as well. I mean, Jackson, probably not so much. But Jacksonville is big. It's in Florida. A lot of people, I think this is where this hurricane's going to come in. Jacksonville, Florida. The Mirror Boy, his birthday is September 6th. He's an Aussie boy, so for most of September 6th, it is September 5 in the USA. We can catch up next Thursday at 1 p.m. Those were the words of the Mirror Boy in my dream on my birthday. We can catch up next Thursday at 1 p.m. 7 days, 13 hours, 32 minutes. Steamboat Geyser last erupted. The next eruption is coming on the 7th of August 2019 at 14:37. 14:37. The interval, 8 days, 7 hours, 17 minutes. It's a warning. A big warning. For Gabrielle, the hurricane from hell, the half-sister of Michael. Half-sister, why do I say that? The bee, Melissa, she helped warn. She's not a bad girl this year. Lorenzo, a resilient bad boy. Lorenzo is the ringleader of the 5 bad boys. The other 4, there's Lorenzo, there's Kajiki, Ivo, Kiko, and Octave. 5 resilient bad boys. Yes, 5 of them. 5 storms that haven't happened yet are going to happen. Ivo, Kiko, Octave, they are Eastern Pacific storms. Lorenzo obviously is Atlantic, and Kajiki is Western Pacific, typhoon. Possibly a typhoon, possibly just a storm, tropical storm. That's about it. That's all I can say. Get out of the way. Because if you don't, you might not get a second chance. Not in this life. Not in this world. The hurricane, shadow, dark, is 34. Dark. Darkness. Death. Destruction. Pain, misery, chaos, horror. That's what Jake and Nathan call it, the horror. So don't mess with it. Do not mess with it. Gabrielle, the angel, the male name, 54. It's the value of love. Love. Yi Ming Yuan, the boy in jail in Singapore. He's a man, he's a boy. He has the heart of a boy. Loving heart. They caned him brutally. Satan is 55, the demonized bad boy of religion. This warning is coming from Satan. He knows pain. He knows the category 5, cane. That's what they use in Singapore. The category 5 cane is Gabrielle. It's Tuesday, 6th of August 2019. In a month from now, the Mirror Boy is turning 17. Like I said, he's Australian. So for most of September 6, it will be September 5, if you know what I mean. September 6 in Australia is September 5 in America for most of the day. Just like now. It's still yesterday in the USA compared to where I am. If you know what I mean. It's already the 7th here. It's already the day of the sign, the day of the eruption of Steamboat Geyser. Even if it were happening here, it wouldn't have happened yet. The cane, 56. The cane. It's a Cat 5 monster. It hurts like you would not believe. You'd have to feel it to believe the pain could be so bad. 24 strokes. About 30 seconds apart. 12 minutes of hell. 12. L is 12. It's the 12th letter of the alphabet. L for Lorenzo. He's a slave boy this year. He's a slave. He suffers like Satan, the demonized bad boy. So he can warn us. He can make a prophecy. He can warn you if you're in the path of this monster. Gabrielle. The one who canes. Category 5, caning, is horrifying. Lee Sutter, the mother of the twins in Red Rain. That's her surname. Sutter. It's German. Brat is 41. Reflection 107. Twin brats, Daniel and Samuel. Oh, wow. I said he's the boy of 149. Well, there you go. And my name has a value of 212. My full name is 212. Nathan Breeze, 119. Black Saturday, 138. The boy whose name, the Mirror Boy, whose name is 149, as well as 199 and 337, his name also has a value of 117. Torture also equals 117. It's what they did to Yi Ming Yuan. Black Saturday, torture. Man is 28. Man is 28. That is exactly the last eruption. 149 hours and 28 minutes. Steamboat Geyser. See, it's now 7 days, 13 hours and 38 minutes. Fire is 38. So just as I was saying that, it was 1337. 337. It's his number. Breeze is 61. Steamboat Geyser 65. Sadism is 65. Uriel is 65. Another archangel name, the angel. Sadist is 72. Angel is 39. 13 times 3. 7 days, 13 hours, 39 minutes since the last eruption. Kelly, it's my last name, 65. Man is 28. But 6 days and 5 hours is 149 hours and 28 minutes. That was the last interval. And here it is, 149 hours and 28 minutes, reflected. 28 kilometre per hour wind in Canberra, 14.9 degrees. 28 kilometre per hour wind in Hobart, 11.7. Black Saturday, 138. Yi Ming Yuan, 138. Western Park, 142. Bad equals 7. My full name, Philip Andrew Kelly, is 212, 212. And Nathan Breeze is 119. 13-year-old Nathan, 11-year-old Jake. It's reflecting strong. There's a warning in this, man. It's for real. Gabrielle is a torturer, murderer, killer, sadist. Bad, not what she sounds. Not at all. Can you save lives with the prophecy? Of course, it's just like anything else. If people get out of the way, they don't die. If they don't, if they stay at home, if they're in the path of a storm surge, they'll die. Simple. Cause and effect. It's how things work in this world. There's not much magic here. But spirit equals 91. Spirit. Weta. Weta. Wetaling. Spirit. Phoenix is 91. The time in Phoenix, Arizona, will be 1:37. Because they don't have daylight saving in Phoenix, Arizona. It's a different time zone. Wyoming. Mountain Daylight Time. Phoenix, Arizona. Might need a bit more info. Phoenix, Arizona is just Mountain Standard Time, you see. No daylight saving. This is not, because most of it is daylight saving. Okay. But part of it is not. That's weird. So it's a little confusing. Oh yeah, okay. It's saying it is in this part of the world, but not in most of the surrounding areas. You see? It's just this little patch where the time is going to be 1:37. Yeah, I think I understand that. Phoenix. He's a boy of the Phoenix. Psychic, 83. Is there such a thing as psychic? Well, yes and no. This world is cause and effect. Global warming is real. I would put science first, and I would listen to warnings that come from meteorologists first. Well, actually, I guess you might hear my warning first, but mine is just something to keep in mind, which you can then have in the back of your mind when the real warnings come from scientists, meteorologists, people like Jeff Masters, who nearly died in Hurricane Hugo. People who are being undermined today by the political movement, the disease of climate change denial. It is a disease. It's a sickness. Anyway, there is a better side to spirituality. Canberra. 16 today. The age of the mirror boy. The age of Jake is 11. And then we're crashing down to 8. And then 9. 89. It was 1989. 11-year-old Jake, 13-year-old Nathan. Hurricane Hugo. A Cape Verde hurricane. A bad one. A big one. A nasty one. The Dark Tower, 148. Prediction, 113. Punishment, 139. Survivor, 144. That's Lorenzo. Along with Kajiki, Ivo, Kiko, and Octave. The 5 masochistic bad boys, I guess you'd say, of 2019. And the monster, the cruel one, the spider, the killer, Gabrielle. Half sister to Michael, destroyers, monsters.